Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Tina, and we are here today to do your monthly reading. This is for November 2024. So, before we dive into individual readings, I'm going to take care of some business. It's fun business. And then I have a collective message to put out there. So, First of all, if you have not yet visited my website, I invite you to do so. And the link is below in the video's description. If I remember, I'll try to put the link in the comments too, but I have to remember to do that. Um, and what you will find there is the options for some personal readings. And you should know that all of my personal readings are very affordable. I do that intentionally because I want to make them accessible. They're all by video, not live video. I record it, and that way you can also have something that you can look back on. So there's that. But also, you may not know, on my website, I also have a fun little store that has some cool stuff. And one of my newest items are my arm warmers. I've gotten a few people asking where I get my arm warmers. They're kind of my shtick on the channel, and I wasn't intending to sell them, but I am starting to do that now. So the thing that makes my arm warmers a little different is that they are more slim fitting. They're not bulky. So, and it's hard to find arm warmers or these little fingerless sleeves that are like that because they get bulky under shirts or jackets. These are not. So that's the difference in mine. So if you're interested, you can also find my arm warmers on there, and I'm going to be adding more as time goes on. But I have a couple styles right now on there. And you can find some other, cool gifts and crystals and things like that, kind of spiritually awakened gifts that you can give yourself or others. But okay, so now let's dive in to the collective message. So this month, I really felt called to put out a message about nature and why it's so important to all of us right now. So, if you are not aware, humanity is going through a call for an upgrade. Basically, it's a heightening or a raising of the frequency collectively, and some of you are totally feeling it and feel this draw towards it. If you're watching videos like this, you probably are feeling it, whether you know it or not. Some of you don't even realize it, but you're feeling called to maybe awaken, remember who you really are. It's a desire to raise your frequency. And so, why nature is so important, the universe, source energy, is calling all of us to get out and appreciate Mother Earth. And the power of nature can enable those who have always kind of felt like, meditation is outside of their reach or they're just not good at it. If you do this, it's meditation. It does the same thing, it has the same effect for you. You will start naturally raising your vibration. It is an effortless way to tune in. It's an effortless way to meditate, to get those same kind of vibrations or frequencies running through your body. And so when I talk about nature, yes, if you can get out into a beautiful forested park, or go out on intense hiking, beautiful, wonderful, but obviously not all of us have access. So it can be as simple as going to your local city park. It can also be going in your backyard, taking off your shoes, or if it's too cold, right? We're in transition with the seasons right now. Sit in some grass and put your hands on it, touch a tree. It's about appreciating the earth and nature, okay? When you do this, you will start to naturally heighten your intuition, and it cleanses your energy field. You go out into nature and you show gratitude for Mother Earth. You start paying attention and noticing the minutiae, the little things that you maybe have never looked at before. Maybe how a certain leaf looks, or the grass, or little insects, or the chipmunks, or whatever that is for you, the birds, the sounds of nature, how leaves crackle under your shoes as you walk. All these things heighten your awareness, and it expands your energy field. It raises your frequency. And I have discussed in recent videos the importance of grounding yourself in nature. Grounding yourself, you actually touch the earth, or touch a tree, or sit on a boulder, and you envision yourself rooting yourself into the earth. And what this does is it balances out your energy field. It cleanses your energy field. All these things put together expand your energy field. Your awareness helps you to awaken, remember who you really are. And when you do this, not only is it wonderful for you individually, but when I say your energy field is expanded, it touches everybody else that you come in contact with. The people you don't know, when you go to a store, the people you walk by, your energy field, the more expanded it is and positive it is, you touch people in your day-to-day life. So we are in a time where the world sometimes feels out of control and chaotic. If you do these things, if you ground yourself in nature, man, it just bounces off of you. You don't feel it anymore as much. So I hope you'll join me in that. And if you are a subscriber, you have probably noticed that I put out a lot of shorts depicting nature. And these are all from my hikes, and they're actually, current time videos that I take myself. So they're real. I'm not just grabbing stock footage off the internet. It's the videos that I take. But I do this because not everybody can go take a nature break. And so you can go look, and maybe I'll actually create a playlist of only my nature shorts. I'll do that. I will do that. And so that there's a playlist there, and you can go watch 30, 40, 50 seconds worth of nature. And you know what? It takes you there. It can put you in that same, it's not as good as actually being there, but darn it, it's close. You put yourself in that energy field. So yeah, I invite you to go check out those short videos and enjoy those. I really enjoy making them, so I hope you enjoy watching them. Okay, that's enough of me rambling. Let's dive into the personal readings. Thank you for listening. Leo, welcome to your monthly reading for November 2024. Let's dive in. We're going to first pull a message from the Woodland Wardens deck. This is a beautiful deck that represents nature in both animal and plant. Please show me one message for the sign of Leo for November. Message that would most benefit Leo. The Marten and the Foxglove. The theme of this card is mischief. This card comes out to remind you to pay attention to opportunities for spontaneity, travel, playfulness, and it reminds you that a little lighthearted mischief is good for you. It's good for the soul. It can be healthy. So, the marten, it's a type of weasel. They're very cute, and they're kind of known for being like little tricksters or little mischievous little creatures. They move fast and are very curious little animals. And the foxglove there's like myth and folklore about fairies living in the foxglove flowers. And, you know, fairies are known as kind of elusive and mischievous little creatures, little elementals. And so, yeah, great energy. I really like it when this card gets pulled, because I think we all, especially this November, right? It's kind of an anxiety ridden month for a lot of people, collectively out there. So it's a reminder to be playful, have a little fun. All right. Let's get into some tarot for the month. All righty. All right. Show me the energies surrounding the sign of Leo for the. Okay. Let's see here. Please show me the energies surrounding Leo for the month of November. It's right there. Okay. Overall energy, the Hangman. Sign of Cancer just got this in the exact same position. I like the Hangman. It's a good card. We'll talk about each of these cards after we pull them all. Recent past for the sign of Leo. The Emperor. Okay. The challenge for November for Leo. The Death card. Yeah, if you have any Cancer in your chart and in strong placements, check out that, because they also pulled the Death card. So you have two cards that are similar. The central or core issue for November. The Mentor. All right. The Mentor is equivalent to the Hierophant in traditional tarot. The biggest fear Leo will face this month. Page of Swords. What Leo does not see coming this month. Queen of Wands. And the outcome for the month of November. The Chariot. All right. Nice. Okay. So we're starting off with the Hangman energy. Like I said, I like this. This is kind of self-imposed, pulling your energy. This fella hangs himself upside down from the tree of knowledge, and does so to gain some insight. And you'll kind of see here, it almost looks like he's meditating. But it's turned upside down to just see things in a different way. That's why I really like this card. I think it's a really positive card when it comes out in a position like this. It just means you're trying to see things differently. It's great. So in your recent past, we have the Emperor. So for some of you, this could be an actual person. The Emperor represents the sign of Aries. So if you have an Aries that's pivotal in your life, this might be about that person. But for most of you, this is going to represent the energy of Emperor. Perhaps you have been really aggressive, taking control of a situation. The Emperor is the King of Kings of the tarot deck. The Emperor is large and in charge. So it just can be meaning that you had a huge project that you've been working on, or something in your life that you really felt like a need to have control over and be on top of. And maybe you have a sense that you are the person that everybody is looking to for answers. So that's going to be a little different for all of you, what this actually means and is, but recent past. The challenge for this month, the Death card. Okay, so the Death card sometimes is very, very scary for people to say, but it's really not. It's actually a beautiful card. It's major arcana. It means that something needs to end in order for something else to grow in its place. like stagnant energy, something that needs to end so that something new and fresh can grow in its place. But it's a challenge for you. Perhaps you're having a hard time letting go of something, but the cards are saying, man, you need to. You need to. It might be hard for you, but the universe is saying something else needs to grow in its place. Now, the core issue is the Hierophant, the mentor. Again, maybe you are this person embodying this person, because since we have the Emperor here, and I felt inclined to say, are you the person that everybody goes to? That's kind of what the Hierophant is. It can also be a card that is surrounding tradition and kind of institutionalized things, religion, school systems, systematic traditional things. Religion is a big one on this one. Could be a family structure, though. It's going to be different for all of you. But again, perhaps it can be you actually seeking out. The core issue for you is that you're seeking out knowledge, that you're seeking out understanding, because that would make sense with this Hangman here, that you're trying to gain new perspective. So perhaps that's what this is about for you. But for some of you, maybe you are the person that people go to. Now, the fear that you're facing is this Page of Swords. All the pages are messages. Are you afraid of some kind of new clarity or truth coming in? Are you afraid? I mean, it could be, it's this again, this is going to be one of those wild cards for, since we are talking to a lot of people here, this can mean a lot of different things for different people that are watching. This can be that maybe are you paranoid that people are watching you, spying on you? You'll know right away if that's the case, that this is speaking to you. It can also, though, just being afraid of maybe a message coming in, or learning something that you're not ready to hear. The Swords energy is all about truth and clarity, ideas, thoughts. What you don't see coming this month, though, is the Queen of Wands. Interesting. Now, Queen of Wands is Aries energy. So is the Emperor. Are you embodying this Emperor? Now, you can be male. Don't pay attention to gender. Doesn't matter. The court cards can represent actual people in tarot. I usually do not read the cards that way. I read them off of energy, the energy surrounding this vibration of it, But seeing as you have the Emperor here, I mean, maybe you don't see what you don't see coming is your counterpart. If you're single, or it can be if this is a career endeavor that maybe we're speaking of, perhaps this person that's kind of your counterpart comes in. If that is not the case, the Queen of Wands is all about she is ambitious, just like the King of Wands and the Emperor, very in control of her tasks in her world, but she's creative. There's a creativity to the Queen of Wands that's kind of scrumptious. Enthusiasm. So perhaps what you don't see coming is that you're going to get very enthusiastic over a project, or something new in your life, something that new or existing, something, and I kind of think that that's what's going to happen. You're going to get excited over something. An idea is going to come into fruition, or there's some kind of passion or just passion project that you're going to get excited from. Because looky here, we have the Chariot. The Chariot is very strong movement forward. And its movement is usually a force of will. It's the will and excitement, enthusiasm, and ambition. So you have, these two very strong cards of ambition here. And it's interesting because you got this card about being a little playful and mischievous. And I always look at most of the wands energy as kind of that energy. The Emperor is fiery energy, which is wands is fire energy. So perhaps what this is all about here is that something new. I feel like something new wants to come into your life, and you're just not quite sure. That's what this death card is about. Is because something does have to kind of end in order for this new thing to come in, and this is a new idea here. But I think that what you don't see coming is that you're gonna be like, "Wow, this is great," and you're gonna really jolt yourself forward. Yeah, I dig it. I dig it, Leo. I hope this was helpful. If you choose to subscribe, I would love it if you haven't already. And either way, hopefully, I will see you next time. Thanks for joining.